The benefits of male abstinence. So what's the talk about? The NoFap movement and its variations like No Nut November, created by guys on Reddit, the most popular American forum responsible for nearly every meme you know, have been gaining traction for some time now. To sum up their claims, they suggest that men abstain from sex and masturbation once a year, ideally for at least 3 weeks or a full month. No Nut November specifically is all of November, during which participants avoid self-pleasure. Those advocating periodic male abstinence refer to 2 primary studies. In the first, researchers measured testosterone levels before and 10 minutes after masturbation, then repeated the tests after 3 weeks of complete abstinence. The results showed an increase in testosterone levels, especially before masturbation. In the second, more extensive study, researchers found that after 7 days of abstinence, testosterone levels surged by 45%, not constantly, but in peaks. However, these surges still positively affect well-being and physical activity. Why are we talking about testosterone, and what does it have to do with masturbation? Picture this. A guy starts dating a girl, and initially, everything in the intimacy department is great. But over time, his interest wanes. He still loves her, wants to live with her, and isn't looking at others, but he just doesn't feel aroused anymore. Why does this happen, and what can be done about it? To answer, we need to understand what drives male libido. Fortunately, it's simpler than with women. Men in general are more straightforward. Half of their troubles and joys are tied to the primary male hormone, testosterone. If we rule out obvious factors that can lower libido, stress, depression, endocrine diseases, alcohol, drugs, or a junk food diet, we often land on low testosterone levels. Signs of low testosterone may include loss of muscle mass and fat gain, especially around the chest, creating man boobs, hair loss, decreased libido and potency, fatigue, poor mood, insomnia, and overall lack of zest for life. Regardless of genetic luck, after age 30, men naturally lose a small percentage of testosterone each year. Now, what to do about it? Here's some advice for men and their partners. Firstly, any strong guy, especially over 30, should monitor their testosterone levels, preferably under a doctor's supervision, and ideally test it annually, especially if there are concerning signs. Thanks to pharmaceuticals, tablets and injections exist that can quickly and effectively restore it. Secondly, make yourself do strength training. Cardio, yoga, and swimming aren't especially helpful for testosterone levels. If you're too lazy to hit the gym, at least lift dumbbells at home, do pull-ups, or carry your lady around more often. Thirdly, consume more protein and healthy fats and reduce alcohol intake. Fourthly, masturbate less frequently. After orgasm, testosterone levels drop. They rise with abstinence. Testosterone is the body's fuel for sex, so don't waste it if you know what I mean. And lastly, but most importantly, structure your life to include more achievements. Studies show that one of the primary testosterone sources for men is a sense of accomplishment. Not actual achievements, but what a man perceives as a victory. Here's a tip for women. If you love your partner and want a steady, fulfilling sex life with him, praise him often, even for small wins. I'm not a fan of all those feminine wisdom coaches who preach male dominance and patriarchal nonsense. But there's a difference between fantasies and scientific facts. Biochemistry shows how important it is for a man to feel like a winner, whether it's a game victory in Dota or CS, a successful cryptocurrency investment, or a sexual conquest. Without these small victories, he literally loses testosterone and masculinity. And these losses inevitably threaten libido and potency. Do you get it? Men need victories. With them, libido and potency will be just fine. This main male sex hormone influences almost everything, from well-being and libido to mood and physical performance. Testosterone is fuel for sex and physical activity, much like fuel for men. It gets consumed during these activities, yet the more frequently they happen, the higher the overall testosterone levels, as the body starts to produce it in surplus. According to research, abstinence acts somewhat like a cheat meal for athletes, preventing the body from reaching a plateau. In conclusion, most likely it would benefit men to have a detox week at least once a year, but only if they have no health issues, especially those related to the prostate, and their masturbation and sex habits are generally on a consistent schedule with regular physical activity. This won't harm your health and will likely boost your energy and performance through increased testosterone. You can use this energy for athletic achievements or complex work tasks that require a lot of stamina. Consider it a form of biohacking,